Hello, one and all. James Spilling here once again. So I'm continuing a little theme on a couple of videos I've done before. So before, I'd written a couple of songs using Toontrack instruments, the easy range. So easy drummer 2, easy keys, easy bass, and mixed a bit with easy mix. I'll put the links below for you if you want to watch those. But I've gone one step further today. I wanted to write a track using those, but make my own big band, my own virtual big band. I know. And I've used Project Sam's Swing, exclamation mark, that's an exclamation mark, and Swing More, all with exclamation marks. And in the immortal words of John Debney, Project Sam get there right. And they do. Anyway. Sorry. Why swing is quite so exclamatory. I don't quite know. Swing! Swing! I demand that you swing. Anyway, so as with these instruments, obviously, big bands. God, I love big bands. It doesn't replace the real thing. Obviously, it doesn't. You know, you can't beat a real musician. But for a fraction of the cost, you can have a lot of fun with these. With these sort of instruments, you do need to mold them. You do need to spend time on expression, you know, mod wheel, dynamics, getting the right articulation, all of that. Just takes a little bit of time to craft how you want it to sound. But that's half the fun, isn't it? Just to sort of start with something and then shape it and it creates something fun. Yeah, now you might have already seen the track that I've already done, but if you haven't, I'll put a link to the video where you can go and see it, and then you can come back if you want. It's silliness, that's all it is. It's fun silliness, and I wanted to put a smile on my face and a smile hopefully on other people's faces. It's fun, exclamation mark, and more fun, exclamation mark. In the meantime, I'm going to show you my process and what I did. And this is Swing, also using the Toontrack instruments. Enjoy. See you on the other side. Bye. Right, I'm going to show you how I came about writing this little ditty to try and be all positive. And of course, I wanted to use swing, and I wanted to use horns and see how swing measured up. Anyway, as ever, I started with a chord chart, and I started with my old faithful mini grand. Here you go. And this was the chord chart. So fairly simple, you know, basically just did that. Then I thought, well, I've got to write a bass line to that. I got up Mr. EZ Bass. Hello, EZ Bass. There you are. And here you can see this is what I ended up with. Now, if you want to know the full process, how I get to this point, here's a click above. That'll take you to the video I did on the EZ Bass with easy drums and easy keys. But in effect, all I did was I recorded this track into EZ Bass, EZ Audio Tracker. It then creates a bass for you, and then you can just drag it onto MIDI. And then what you do is you just replace it with the stars you want. Look, replace MIDI, and then you find all these things. Yeah. And all of that. So that's what you do. It's really quite easy, but look at the video I just sent you the link for. And this is a sort of a bass line I came up with. This was it. Turn up a bit. There you go, that was the bass line. Very simple. Then I thought, right, let's get the easy keys out. And again, it's in the same link. Again, it's in the same video, but I recorded the chord chart into easy keys. Here you go. It's there. It's all there. But then, of course, I replace it with swingy stuff. You know, so you go to your browser and you go to, I don't know, what was it, jazz, you find swing, straight, and you play around with stuff. Turn you up a bit. Yeah, and you find stuff that you like, and again, you just replace it in there, and this is what I came up with. Cute, isn't it? Well, I think it's cute. Anyway, so I think it's time now that we get rid of Mr. Mini Grand. So that's what we ended up with. Then, of course, we want Mr. Drummer. And here's Mr. Drummer. So again, you just basically find a swing style you like and you create it in the song creator. You put it in there, and then you can literally audition different styles. I mean, fills, bridges, choruses. It doesn't really get much easier than that. So this was my trio. There you go. Now, actually, I want an acoustic bass, and because Swing and Swing More have an acoustic bass, I dragged the EZ Bass line that I created with EZ Bass onto here, onto unmute you, to this bass line, which was the acoustic bass from Swing. So basically it sounded a bit like this. Yeah, I like it. So that is my trio. Let's get rid of you. So that so acoustic bass, drummer, and keys. So then I wanted to arrange it, and because I'm fairly old school, I went and basically went into Sibelius and wrote it. This is my score for Big Band 5, Saxes, 4 trumpets, 4 bones. There's my chords, which I literally played in, da da da, and there's my acoustic bass, which is bare minimal. So I did this arrangement, and I didn't put any articulations in, didn't put any dynamics in, just wanted the notes and the charts, because then what I do is I export the MIDI from Sibelius into Pro Tools, and it couldn't be easier. So let me show you my sax parts. Now, don't be put off by this, because basically what it is, it's just one line. See, look, on sax 2, this one, you can pretty much see that's just one line, of which I then just move it around, because as you can see, on here, on my contact, here, alto sax basics, on Swing More, alto sax legato, alto sax shorts, alto sax basics. So basically what I did is I wanted a little bit more control, and I gave each one of these lovely instruments their own dedicated contact instruments for shorts, for legato, and all of that. And I tried to make it sound as good as I possibly could. Let me just show you what's in Swing, by the way, in terms of sax sections. So sax section on Swing, you've got ensembles. Now, I didn't really want ensembles, so that's great for really quick ensemble writing, really great. But what I wanted was, look at this, individual parts. Oh, thank you, Project Sam. So this was my sax section. You see? And you effectively go through all of this and you use key switches. Key switches, key switches, key switches. So if I go to here, down here in the red are key switches. Here, look, on alto sax basics, all of these. Staccato, marcato, sus, sforzando, and falls. Absolutely important. Of course you want falls. Just going to move you across. Is that better? Yeah. Is that better? Not quite. One more. Okay, that should be all teed up. This is my sax section then. And that's it. That is raw as it comes. Obviously, because I like control, I've made everything dry. I've made everything as close mic'd as possible. So there's no stage at all, because I wanted to do that later. So that was my Saxes. Sorry, just had to get my coffee. Parched. So these are my trumpets. And again, I got one line, you know, I was given one line from Sibelius as MIDI. I put it in, and then I chopped it up into basics, shorts, longs, legato, highs, basics. Now, my only little gripe, Project Sam, sorry, but you don't have solo trumpets. However, you do have solo trumpet harmons, which are lovely. They are lovely. And trombone solos. Lovely trumpet sections. In Swing More, you've got trumpets. But look, trombone solos, bass trombone solos. I wish you had trumpet solos. Anyway, so I went with sections, really. And I think it sounded okay. So again, I literally just pulled down some of the notes and put them into shorts, longs, legatos, depending on what effect I wanted. And trumpet 3 and 4 pretty much stayed on the basics, because on the basics, you've got what you need. Look, you've got staccatos, you've got marcatos, susses and falls, all on the key switch. And again, I made them close mic'd and pretty dry. But listen to these harmons, because these mutes are nice from the these mutes are quite nice from the original Swing. I'll just play at the beginning. Isn't that nice? Did a little pitch bend thing just to get this across. This thing. So I'll play you. Let me play you the section. It's all right. It's okay. Obviously, it doesn't replace everything, you know, the proper guys, but I think it's okay. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? Good. So that's pretty much that. That's my trumpets. Again, lots of tweakage. Let me show you my bones. So here are my bones. Again, I got one MIDI from I got the MIDI from Sibelius, and I brought bits out. For example, if I wanted a long note, if I look, Sforzando crescendos, great. Trombone long, trombone shorts, trombones basics. And I pretty much used the trombone solos here for trombone 1s and 2s, and basically the basics as well. You've got a nice range of trombone stuff in both, actually. So really nice, actually. So I will play you a bit of these guys when it gets all swingy at the end. Let's turn Mr. Bass down a bit. There you go. fun, isn't it? Yeah, I mean,
swing and swing more. You do get an awful lot in here. You've got, I mean, let me just go legato, versatile, patches, fast vib, slow vib, non-vib, bends, legatos, marcatos, all dependent on how hard you hit the key. Here's the basics. Again, staccato, marcato, susses and fulls. Again, I made it all dry on the swing original shorts. They're just shorts, but depending on how hard you hit the key, sforzando crescendos. And then mod wheel, slow fall, fast fall, staccato. That's that. So I think, shall I show you my my bounce downs? So first things first, this is my trio. Here is my piano here. These are my drums. Now, all I do is just assign each channel from Easy Drummer to a separate channel. Again, so I have a little bit more control. And this is my bass. Yeah, so all together you get this. Yeah, and that's pretty much that. Now, here comes the fun bit. So here are my band parts. You can see there's my rhythm section. There's my rhythm section. Blah, 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 blah. And here, starting in purple, altos, saxes, trumpets in yellow, trombones in blue. And let's all unmute you. Now, all I did was I bounced these down so that all those little separate MIDI tracks just went into one track. So, for example, let me just play this solo alto. In fact, let me play it from here. In fact, just I'm going to add part by part because it's fun. So let's loop you. Tenor 1. Tenor 2. Barry. Let's start again with trombones now. Here we go, all of them. Isn't that nice? And then trumpets. Oh, let's just do that again. Ready? Let's have everybody. Isn't that fun? So look, that's what you can get out of it. I haven't even talked about my vocal yet. But shall I? Do you want me to? No, I hear you cry. Let me just play the instrumental because it is fun. I mean, that's not bad, is it, for an instrument? It's, yeah. I mean, yeah, I puts a smile on my face. So anything that puts a smile on my face, big thumbs up for me. So as far as one important thing to point out, I did put things to the sax rooms. I bounced it down separately so that I got a sense of a room. Because I think the rooms are fairly important. So this is now. Shall I play I'll play the same section again. but this is now with the rooms, simply because I think the whole big band sound needs that room. It's not necessarily verb. It's yeah, you'll hear it. Good. I'll play it without. With. Yeah, I mean, you need the room, don't you? So that's that. And obviously I put some claps in at the end. That's me just going. Anyway. Right, let me talk about a bit of vocal stuff that I did. So this was my first vocal. Well, my first vocal. I mean, you can see it's so dynamically all over the place. Because I step away from the mic, and you'll see in the video, I step away from the mic, I'm all over the shop as I got a bit carried away. So a little bit of volume automation, me ducking in here, because let's face it, I think I was clapping and my claps were just, but you'll see it anyway. And by the way, the video's silly because it's fun. So I've made it silly. I've deliberately made it silly. Here we go.
So whatever you do until that day comes around.
So effectively, ducked a bit of the bottom out. I trimmed it. An R-Vox. I love this R-Vox. I do love the R-Vox. I also love the R-Compressor. Now, as far as compression goes, I just want to tame a little bit at each time. Just makes me feel better rather than squashing it all. And then this thing, I sometimes love this, absolutely love this. Sometimes it gets in the way, but this time it helped. It's a sort of a compressor. It just rides the fader for you. It doesn't, it's effectively just turning it up, turning it up, turning it down when you need. Just watch this.
Hope that it's not forever. This is a reminder how good it'll feel when it is real that our problems are over.
See, isn't that good? Now then, to save on processing, I then bounced it. And I did a bit more. See, look, it became a little bit more evened out, which is what you want, isn't it? Bit of de-essing, because I'm quite sibilant. Another tiny bit of compression, another tiny bit of compression, and then a limiter. And that's basically my vocal for you. Should I play you that one little section again? I think, just for giggles, I think everyone in. Here we go.
It'll feel when it is real that our problems are over. One day we can all do this. It'll feel.
So yeah, and I may as well play you the coda because I gave you the trombones doing it, didn't I? As I played the trombones for you, so I'm just going to play the coda. Let's have, in fact, no, do you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to, part by part, I'm going to build it in. Here is the rhythm section. This is the clappy bit. I'll add some claps now. This is me doing that a couple of times and just split them across to try and make them sound like a crowd. Is it? Not really. Well, sounds like it. Saxes. We'll introduce the bones next. And trumpets coming in. 5, 6, 7, 8. we have the room. And then last but by no means least, Muggins here.
One day,
There I am.
one day, one day,
One more time.
one day, one day, one day.
Right, enough of that one day. So if you're interested, and I hope I've whet your appetite, if you haven't seen it already, you can go and watch it. I don't know why I pointed up there, because I don't think I can link it again. In fact, shall I link it? Yeah, here we go. Here's the link to the track again, if I can. So if you want to hear the full track and see the silly video that I've made involving my children's soft toys, I do apologise. It's for your pleasure, and it's designed to put a smile on people's faces. It put a smile on my face doing it. So yeah, I'm going to just leave you with this playing out on loop. Bye.
Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this, give it a like. If you like what I do, please subscribe and ring the bell, and you'll be notified of any other videos that I do in the future. So if you haven't already, please do click on the link and watch the video. It's just a bit of fun. It's designed to put a smile on your face in these really weird times. So in the meantime, again, thank you. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.